love this 70s funk psychedelic Turkish music. It's got me through this whole project. This is the base here that I've been working on. You can see the metal piece that I've put in the center here, which is going to support another TV screen. Here's the other piece that fits on top of that, and you've got your book sitting on the TV screen, and I can show you that tomorrow. I'm just working here in the night and it's going quite well. I've been making a mold. Basically I did a plasticine version of the part that was missing in the book, which is basically that side, the opposite of that side. I put the cement into the mold, fit the silver once it's all polished and finished, and so it'll basically, the cement will set on the actual book. Black cement will obviously go with the base, and of course the other piece that's over there. I'm here in my partner's studio. She's a jeweler, and she's basically taught me everything I know about silver and polishing and all of the above. Basically over the last couple of days or 2 days, I've polished the cover. I've gone through the grits, got it down to a nice 1500, not quite 2000 yet, grit. So it's looking good. I mean, there's the book upside down, but you can see the polish has gone right in there. The lettering is going really well. And I'm just in the middle of polishing it with the Dremel now to bring up the sides. And I don't really want to sand back this because it's a hell of a lot of detail. A lot was lost in the casting. But you can see it's got quite a significant amount of detail still here. And I think it's looking good. There's a better look. You can see the text is really eaten in, and you can see it's really cut in there. I've got my special bleaching there, and I'm just basically doing the surrounds now, getting them up to a polish. You can see the fire scale on those. Alright, here's what it looks like on the stand. I haven't done the final polish yet on the book cover, but you'll see that it'll just glow. And there's the stand, still a little rough, but just kneading up the edges, and you can see it's coming along, and I think it's going to be quite interesting. One of the great parts of working with fine silver is when you get through all the grits, the sandpaper grits, and you get up to 2000 or whatever, and the polishing stage, and really there's nothing more rewarding than seeing the polish and seeing the silver come up so spectacular. It's just an absolute joy. So let's get onto that right now. I've got my trusty dental polishing machine that I picked up, and it's quite good. It's a bit gutless. I've got a more powerful one, but because this is portable, it's quite convenient. Put the Triple E onto the job. Juice it up. Be so careful. Alright. Job on the sandpaper. You can see the difference there. Well, the other polish, as I mentioned, is gutless, and it's what I had to put up with for a long time until I found this baby on the side of the road. The old guy said, "Don't trust that. It's old. It's rusty. Could be dangerous." But I realised that it actually had. It was made in Australia back in 1950s. Raw power, and it's got a heap of copper, a heap of steel in it, and it just really rips in. Yeah, that's cutting it in industrial style. It really has the weight behind it to not be stopped. It's just insane how the polish comes up, and it just turns into a piece of absolute magic as far as I'm concerned. I'm mixing up the cement now in this sort of small container, and it's got a bit of black pigment in it, which I found is fantastic colour. It reminds me of that pillar in 2001 where the apes are sort of running around it. It's just such a jet black. That's quite intense. So we're going to be mixing that cement, and we're going to be putting it in our mould with the silver, and we're going to let it set over the next couple of days. It is amazing to think we're going to chuck this perfect piece of silver bullion into this little mould in the old sandpit, but we are here to innovate, and that's exactly what we're going to do. But with a bit of luck, we have it in position and in such a way where, because the mould is secure, it's going to hang in there. Remember, we had this little hole here which was not great. I'm just going to shove a little bit of stuff there. That'll fuse with the little bit of glitching I had on the outside in cement. There'll be a little bit of adjusting. And I'm just going to fill the rest of it up with cement, just so that it's never going to go anywhere. What I've done here is I put a little bit of chicken wire in there. Steel reinforcing is just such an important thing. So I put the chicken wire in there, and as the weeks go by, approximately 2 weeks, it'll be a strong steel. A day or two has passed and the cement is set in the silver case, in the mould, and I'm just about to break it open. I'm just putting a little bit of padding under here, just so that it's nice and it's not going to scratch, because basically the silver is perfectly polished and all this rough cement. I'm a little nervous, but I think what we'll do is just flip it over and oh god, here we go. So I'll just gently peel that off. Looks good. Looks extremely good. Yeah, it's not a bad cast actually. You can see here that you got this side of the mould. It has gone a little high. I don't know why that was with the mould, but I think it'll be fine. This side's quite flush, so yeah, I think we're pretty good. Let's keep going.
Can I help you do that, Daddy?
No, because it's a little delicate job. Very careful.
Can I please do something with you?
Guys, we're all done. Have a look at my website for the really good photos that I'm taking today, and you can really check out the detail there. But thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure to be filming everything and recording this process, even if the process hasn't been a complete pleasure. But you know, there's 6.64 kilos there, and so you know, it's quite a substantial piece. Next project, I'm sure it's going to be easier, but this one, you know, it's done. It is what it is, and already people are saying it looks fantastic, so that makes me happy. One of the largest solid pure pieces of silver in the world, cast into a sculpture. It's not a huge amount, but every year I'm getting bigger and bigger, and hopefully I'll get up to the 10 tons, which was one of the projects that I was applying for, so and they were applying to me for as well. So yeah, it's a small step along a bigger path, and keep watching, and thank you for watching.
Bize düşman çıktılar, İki damla yaştan gayrı nem kaldı, nem kaldı, nem kaldı. Gözyaşımdan başka